Greg, you're in the history books. How do you feel?
Well, at the moment, Jack, I think I'm a little stunned because I worked very hard for my pars over the last 3 holes, and you know, coming down 16, I said, just don't give up. Just determination is the key to success, I think, and I just hung in there. I played a couple of good recovery shots, and the putt on the last was something else.
Well, the last 3 pars are the most remarkable succession of pars I've ever seen. I think I speak for the whole broadcast team here. Dave Marr, who was a pro here at Wingfoot all these years, what you did at 16, 17, and 18 is immemorable.
Yeah, I think 17 was probably the big factor there. I just let my drive get away to the right, and you know, when I walked down there and found the ball in that position, I said, hey, just forget about it. We've made tougher fours than this before, and you know, my main concern was get the ball back in play, and then I hit just a perfect 6-iron into the green.
How about the second shot at 18? Were your adrenaline going too much on you, or what?
Well, I started to tense up just as I started to take the club away, and you know, I was feeling great. I was really feeling confident I could knock it in there close, and you know, it was adrenaline probably got me tight on the backswing, and I just came in short on my swing and bailed out of it, and you know, just one of those things, I suppose, one of the bad shots I hit all day.
Now let's talk a minute about let's talk about an hour and a half about that putt you just sank. Now, you've heard about Bobby Jones here and the putt he sank, which yours was about twice as long.
Well, you know, it was a putt that I didn't want to look at it too much. I knew it was just a speed putt. I had to feel it. I just got over the ball. I just had a quick look at it and made sure I hit it at the right speed. And I picked out the mark on the green, and that was it. Perfect.
There it is. We're going to watch it again and watch it go. This is scarier than a Stephen King novel, this putt, I will tell you. And you just read it absolutely perfectly and struck it absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, it's one of those things, Jack, and Fuzzy standing back there waving the white towel saying, don't give up, you know. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I think we'll have a lot of fun.
Oh, I think it's going to be a memorable battle tomorrow between the two of you. And how do you like your gallery here that have adopted?
Well, I think, thank you. I think ever since I've come to America, Jack, the people have just been fabulous to me, and I just feel like I'm playing in front of my home crowd, and it just makes me feel great.
Well, it's very great, and thank you for an awful lot of thrills today, and good luck tomorrow, Greg.
Thanks, Jack.
All right. All right, back to you, Jim, for the moment.
Okay, so the American crowd has adopted the man from down under. He couldn't be further from home, and yet he says he feels like he's right at home. His fellow countrymen watching all this on television. Fuzzy Zoeller, the Hoosier, against the Aussie tomorrow at 18 holes. Fuzzy still checking his scorecard, signing a visor for somebody. Oh, and both of them performed such feats on the fairways today. Fuzzy seeming to shake down the last few holes. Norman getting into trouble, saving pars. Here was the almost unbelievable little tiny pitch shot that Norman made on 16, Dave.
Well, these are so much harder to hit than a 300-yard drive. I mean, this requires so much courage, touch, skill, everything, and he played just a shot of his dreams. But this is only one of the shots that he did on the last 3 holes. The putt at 17, you know, downhill, breaking right to left, perfect speed. What's it? He sneaks in the hole. What a 4 after being right against a tree off the tee. Had to pitch out.
And if those of you at home, particularly young people, would like to know how to act when you play games in sports, just watch the 2 men who battled today and will battle tomorrow. Jack?
All right, here's one of them, Fuzzy Zoeller, the other half of what promises to be the most exciting match tomorrow. How do you feel?
Oh, Jack, I feel wonderful. It's like all U.S. Open courses. I wasn't able to drive the ball straight enough on the back 9. It cost me, and I kept on Bob Rosberg out there. I've gone to the well once too often. It eventually caught up with me.
Well, you made it very interesting, I'll say that, but you were there at the end like you had to be.
Well, again, on this last putt here, I didn't want to leave the putt way up on top of the hill trying to hit a dyer, so I figured I just hit it, and if I don't, you know, if it doesn't stay up for me, at least I'll have an uphill second putt, which is a pretty easy putt.
How about tomorrow? What will you come out doing tomorrow? Just swinging from the heels again?
Well, first of all, I hope to get some sleep tonight. No, Jack, again, you can't really play Greg that much. I've got to go out and try to beat the course, and hopefully Greg won't make as many putts, and we're going to have a good time. I mean,
you bet you are. You gave us a good time today. Thanks very much. Fuzzy Zoeller, and now back to Jim McKay again.
So Norman said we'll have some fun tomorrow. Zoeller said we'll have a good time tomorrow. At stake, the National Championship of Golf and $94,000 for the first prize. But it's still a game. What a great afternoon it's been. There is the trophy on which the winner's name will be inscribed. we could have. You just wish they could keep on playing and playing and playing, and that's what they will do tomorrow. We will be here live, in this case, for the 18-hole playoff starting at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. I hope all of you can think of an excuse to get out of work or school or whatever it is, to tell you the truth, and be with us, because this is going to be something. Let's have one more look at one of the great putts, really, in the history of the U.S. Open Championship. I think we can fairly say that, Dave.
You might say in the history of golf, certainly in the history of Australian golf, this is going to go down, have this stuffed and mounted and put at Royal Melbourne or somewhere.
Only one Australian has ever won the U.S. National Open Championship, and that was David Graham. Well, to sum it all up with the most expert comment I can think of, wow. The executive producer of ABC Sports is Roone Arledge. Coverage of the 84th United States Open Golf Championship was produced by Chuck Howard and directed by Terry Jastrow, Jim Jeanette, and Bob Goodrich. The update unit directed by Bob Lanning. The technical directors were Werner Gunther, Gary Larkin, Rich Gelber, and Bob Bernthal. Associate services, our money's on you. And by Wilson, keeping ahead of the game. The blimp provided by the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. We have no winner yet. Playoff tomorrow. Zeller against Norman. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports as we look one more time at the leaderboard. U.S. versus Australia. And this year, the Olympic tradition continues.